Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do another Throwback Thursday. I will link last month's Throwback Thursday up above for you so you can see, but first we're gonna go through the products from that last month and then we'll go into the ones that I'm adding in for this month. So I'm proud to report that I did a lot better this time. I put a little bin next to my vanity where I'm keeping my Project Pan items, but then also the products for the Throwback Thursday videos, and that really helped to remind me to use them. One more thing to just sort of mention that has nothing to do with this video. If you notice that my foundation looks a little off from my body, I don't know if it's really translating quite as much on camera, which hopefully it isn't, but I'm trying out a new foundation today. I've been kind of on a new foundation kick a little bit, and I'm trying the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, which I'd heard really good things about. I got mine in LW2, and yes, I had definitely heard that the shade range is pretty bad and just like weird. So even though I'm neutral, I went for LW2 because that seemed like, even though I have a pretty good amount of color right now being in the summer, I didn't think that I was going to be medium, but light is really too light for me. It's definitely too light, but it's also kind of pink, which is really funny because this is warm supposedly, but I had heard that that was kind of a weird thing and I just didn't really know what to go with, so I definitely failed, but I want to try it out and see if I actually want to get another shade or one to mix with this one. And the funny thing is that normally I am neutral. I can kind of go with things that are a little bit cooler, a little bit warmer, but because I have a little bit of a tan, my skin is definitely leaning a little more warm than usual. Still neutral, but more on the warmer side. And so it definitely looks a little bit too pink compared to my body. It's just so funny to me because I haven't gotten a tan in years. Like, I don't normally have a summer shade of things because I don't ever tan in the summer. I just kind of avoid going outside and in the sun. But because I have a toddler now, we spent a lot of time outside, especially through the summer when she was just at home with me. And, you know, sure, we'll still continue to, even, you know, as it gets a little bit cooler out. And so I got a lot of color this summer just by accident, and it's nice. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's just such a weird thing to me. And so I have no idea how long that's going to last once, you know, we get into winter and all of that. Like, I have no idea, but I think this might be too light for me then, even if I got to my palest again. I don't even know. This is kind of just a ramble thing. I don't, whatever. But also this foundation smells super weird. Like, it almost has like a dessert type of smell to it. I don't know, not in a great way. It's just a very strange scent. I have to say, I'm not sure I'm liking this so far. I'll have to keep trying it, and you know, I may just end up mixing it in with things if I don't end up really liking it. But so far, I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm gonna be getting another shade of it. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out in case you noticed that I don't totally match. And like I said, I'm not sure how much that translates because of the lighting, but it's not the best match for me. Okay. Let's get into the video now that we've gotten that out of the way. So the products from last month. So I feel like I did a good enough job with these products now that I'm not going to roll any over, which I'm really proud about. There's certainly one that or maybe a couple that I should roll over, but I'm not going to because I did at least use everything. So that's kind of was the biggest thing for me, was that there were some months where I didn't even end up using a product one time. I feel like the last couple months I've rolled over every single time, and so even though there are a couple that could be rolled over, maybe I'll put them in a Throwback Thursday later, but for now I'm gonna just move on to some new products. So let's talk about the two products that I'm actually wearing today, which is kind of fun. The first one is this Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Orange Crush. I love these eyeliners. I think that they are really good quality. I have it in my waterline today, and I think it's a really pretty color, and I felt like this was really good for the summertime, and I wanted to give it more attention, and I've kind of fallen back in love with it, which is why this is such a nice little challenge for myself. And I do really love this color, and I have a bunch of other colors too. They're just really good. And I feel like this one will be a good transition into fall too, because it can go with some of those, you know, warmer, like fall type of shades. So I think I'll still get good use out of this, but I just don't need to like focus on it quite as much. So I'm gonna put that one away. And then the other one that I'm wearing is the Dose of Colors Satin Lipstick in Brûlée. And I don't love this formula. I think that's what I mentioned in my last month. I also hate the packaging because I'm always afraid I'm gonna like nick this. I like the shape of the bullet. I just don't like that it doesn't go all the way down. So I'm always nicking it no matter what. I just like can't get it straight in there. I don't love the formula of this, and part of that is just because I have very textured lined lips. If you have really smooth, even lips, you might like this better. I just really prefer their matte liquid lipsticks. I think that I can use it, and I may end up putting this into like a project pan at some point because I want to get my money's worth out of it, but I just don't love it. I feel like with this one, I have to put a lip liner underneath and or a lip gloss on top, which is what you see today. I'm wearing a lip liner underneath and I'm wearing a gloss on top. And I think from far away, it looks fine. Up close, like it just is sort of patchy and makes my lips look kind of dry, which they're not super dry. And it definitely shows the lines in my lips. So it's not my favorite. I'm still gonna keep it and I'll still use it. It's not one that I would repurchase again. Okay, then we have the infamous eyeshadow that I couldn't get myself to use for months. I don't know what my issue was, but I couldn't do it. And I finally used it. I finally used it. It's really pretty. There's nothing bad I can say about this, but I will say, I don't think this is something that I would get in more shades. It's really nice. And if you like cream eyeshadows, if you like eyeshadow bases and things like that, this is great. It's really, really pretty. I think this could be used by itself, but I also have used it underneath an eyeshadow to kind of make it stick and pop a little bit more. So, you know, if you like the ColourPop eyeshadows, not that this is like that, but if you like that kind of thing, if you like, you know, cream eyeshadows, then this is a great one and they're inexpensive. This is by J.Cat, by the way, if I didn't mention that. They're called the Prismetal Chrome Eye Mousses. This one is in the shade Below Zero. They have tons of colors. They're really pretty. I'm not a huge cream eyeshadow person or cream product person in general. So it's just not like a product that I would really need in my collection, but I'll continue to use it. It is really pretty. I'm glad that I finally got myself to use it. Like really, it's about time. Then I have some face products. So one is this Mally blush and highlighter duo, which they still sell, but I think they're like separates now. And so I don't know how similar the formula is, but this is really nice. The blush, I certainly got a lot of use out of that. It's a really, really pretty blush, just a very basic blush. And this is the type of formula where you need to use a stiff type of brush so that you can get the product, because it's not a super like creamy smooth. You can still get the product. I mean, it's a really pretty blush. It's just a super easy color that goes with pretty much everything. And then this highlight is stunning. I mean, it's really intense and gorgeous. And if you like that really nice gold highlight, this is a really, really good one that not anyone really talks about anymore. It was really hyped up early on, but now I haven't heard anybody talk about it, and it's gorgeous. And I wanted to get more use out of this at this point because this is the type of highlighter that I don't reach for as much anymore, but is still really pretty, but also is like a little too dark for me when I'm fair. And so now that I do have a little bit of a tan, I want to take advantage of this and use it more, because if I get back to being super pale again, it's just going to be too dark for me. It's not going to really look as good. So I did use this quite a bit. I'm glad that I got better use out of it. All right, and the last thing from last month is this cushion highlighter from Lancome. It just says 00 highlighter. I've seen this a little bit online. I don't know. It's hard to tell if it's exactly the same thing because it's called the Cushion Blush Highlighter. So I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's very pretty. It's definitely a natural highlighter. I think this would be great if you have more mature skin. Let me kind of show you what this looks like. I've used it with this little puff, but I prefer it more like with my fingers or with a beauty blender or something like that. It's really pretty. I just don't think that I would really get something like this again because, again, I'm just not super into, you know, cream or whatever highlighters. It really like meshes into the skin, and so I got use out of it. I'll still use it. And I do feel like the, you know, cushions get used up pretty quickly compared to even other cream products and whatnot, just because of the nature of them. So I do feel like this is one that I'll try and use up at some point because, you know, I don't think I would get something like this again, but it is really pretty. And even if I don't feel like I want the natural look, I can put this on and then put something else on top and it will last longer. So this is really pretty if you're looking for something like this. It's definitely a luxury. It's a little pricey, and, you know, it just depends what you're looking for. so then the new products for this month. So the first thing that I wanted to put in were some eyeshadows, and MAC eyeshadows popped into my head. I don't know what it was. I was watching something the other day. Oh, it was a Kathleen Lights video, and she was talking about and it was drugstore. She was talking about an eyeshadow where she loves these type of shadows where it's literally an all-in-one. You can put it on the lid, but then you can buff it into the crease and you're done. And it made me think about some of my MAC shadows because I have some that are like that. Patina, for example, that's one for me that I can just do like an all-in-one look. But these just aren't getting the kind of love that they should. They're so pretty. I love these. I also have a few more that are in this larger palette here that I just depotted basically. These aren't all MAC though. These three, this is Satin Taupe. That's one of my all-time favorites. You can see the dip that's in there, I think. And then these two, I think, are both MAC. See, I damaged that one a little bit when I was trying to depot it. I'm not very good at depotting. For whatever reason, the ones that I depotted didn't, or a couple of them wanted to stick in this palette, this other MAC palette that I have, but some of these just did not want to stick. I don't know why. So that's why they're in here. The good news is I'm going to include some other things in here in my Throwback Thursday, so I'll remember to use the MAC shadows in here as well. There was a while that I was using Satin Taupe like pretty regularly. I think I'm pretty close to hitting pan on that one actually. I love that shade. The other thing that I want to add into this Throwback Thursday are my Benefit box blushes, which I also depotted because I love the packaging. It's so cute, but it's so bulky and it took up too much room in my collection, and I didn't want to get rid of them because I like them a lot, but I put them in here instead. So there is Dallas, which I love. It's a really good blush. I'll swatch some of these for you so you can see. Dallas is just such a good, like, everyday blush. Oh my God, so pretty. You can see that right there. Just a good, like, sort of dusty, rosy color that just goes with everything. It can kind of be like a bronzer blush combo. Coralista is one of my favorites too. Just so pretty. Would definitely be good for, you know, summer going into fall. So pretty. Right there. And then Rockateur, also just gorgeous. Love Rockateur. Has a beautiful sheen to it. Love that one. And then I have a little mini size of Dandelion, which is a beautiful pink. Not great for like fall, winter, but it'll be still good for like summer. It's definitely like kind of a spring type of blush, but I'll try to use that. I'll try to use the other ones too though. So it'll give me some options at least. So the MAC shadows, the Benefit blushes, but then I also wanted to include Benefit Hoola. I have a little mini size of it right here. And because it's in this big palette, I forget to use it. I forget that I have it. You know, it's just a little sample size. I don't even think I bought it. I think it just like came as a gift or something like that, but that doesn't mean I don't want to use it up and finish it. It's a great bronzer. It just doesn't get as much love because it's in here and I forget it's not with my other bronzers. Then I wanted to include an eyeliner, and this one is a really fun color, and I looked at this in my collection when I was trying to figure out what products to add in, and I saw this and I thought, this says summer. This does not say fall. This does not say winter. So this would be a good one to add in now. So this is the Urban Decay Eye Pencil in Post Punk. It was from their Jean-Michel Basquiat collection a while back. I think I got this like half off or something like that, maybe even better of a deal. I don't remember, but I saw it was on clearance because, you know, they'd pretty much been done selling that collection and they were trying to get rid of the rest of it. And this is such a fun eyeliner. It's a really good formula and it's beautiful. It's such a cool color. Let's see, I'm running out of room here. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this because it's such a, I mean, it's vibrant, but it's like, yeah, you can kind of see. So it's like a greeny, yellowy like type of color, and it's super fun. It's just, it's hard for me to figure out when to use it because it's so unique, but it is so much fun. I really do like it. So I want to give this some more attention. And if I add it into something like this, maybe I'll like, you know, make a look out of it or something like that. So definitely want to use that. And then the last thing is a lip product. This is from ColourPop. You can see, I don't know if you can see, it's like wearing off here because I've had this for so long. This is like, this was part of the very first order that I put into ColourPop. So that's kind of how old this is. And that's really the main reason why I want to use it, because it's getting pretty old. This is in the shade Bound, and it's a great color. And I have the liner that goes with this one too. Oh my gosh, where am I going to put this? Let's see, I'll put it on the side here. It's just a beautiful pinky color. It has kind of a glossy look to it. It's called glossy, but I feel like it's, I don't know. It has a little bit of a gloss to it, but it's a beautiful color. I just forget to use it because it just, you know, it's in a sea of lots of lip colors, and it is super pretty, but I'm worried that this is gonna expire quicker than I'm able to use it, and so I wanna give it more attention because it's just been in there for a while and it needs some love. It's a great lip color though if you're looking for a good color like that. I do love this one. All right, everyone, so that is it for this month's Throwback Thursday. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried some of these products that I added in. Let me know if you're proud of me, as I am proud of myself, about not rolling over products this month. I'm sure we will roll over products again, but I'm still proud of the fact that I did a lot better this time. If you like this video, please make sure and give it a big thumbs up. That really does help out my channel so much. I post videos every single Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye.